Hello everyone, William Mean here. We're going to stop by and we're going to have a quick chat real quick. I'm going to touch a little bit on this Ukraine thing that everybody's been talking about, and we all seen the horror stories and we've all seen what I consider war crimes. But this is something that's been going on for quite some time, and not everybody's done the same thing they've been doing now. So we'll talk about it and we'll have meetings and hearings and gotta go by regulations and rules, and this whole thing continues to amplify. Meanwhile, the blood continues to flow. And this is sad because a lot of this could be put away. A lot of this could have been done. But because of political foot dragging, nobody wants to anger Russia, or nobody wants to do this, and nobody wants to do that, and well, you know, they'd rather just reap the rewards if there is any, or stay out of it altogether. It's something that's we've been doing way too long. This is something that Russia's been trying to deal with. Putin put his own government in there once. Those people threw out that government because it was corrupt. How corrupt is a whole new story. But they were corrupt. So they elected a person of their country. This man wasn't corrupt. He took control of this country with the help of the people, and he tried to build this country and make it flourish. So they would have a lot of their own things. So they have so many things to offer. But they also do a little something more. Business. A lot more business. And that business is oil. Now, going back to Putin, the UN, the EU, and NATO all know well too often that this man is not his first rodeo by entering Ukraine. He's done this to other countries. He's done all kinds of things, and nobody's called him out on it. Nobody's did anything about it. Why is that? Well, if everybody knows he's doing the same, but nobody does anything about it, it's because why? He has what the world needs, especially here in the United States. He has what the world needs. So when he jumped into Ukraine, he did it not because of worry about NATO intervention or expansion. Let's call it for what it is. And the truth of the matter is about the oil and gas that lays under it. Between 5 to 8 billion tons of it is under there, according to scientific research and so forth. It's a lot. It's a lot to pump out to Europe. It's a lot to make that company very, very rich. Something that Putin doesn't want. So when he installed his own government in there, I guess assuming that money would go not to Ukraine people, but to the Russian Kremlin, Putin himself, and his pack of cronies. Makes sense, doesn't it? I guess that's why they want to put the heavy sanctions on him. Now this is something, when he annexed Crimea, and he allowed these so-called separatists supplied by the Russians, using Russian tanks, Russian equipment. I don't think they were separatists. I think they were Russian soldiers. It looks more and more that way. NATO did nothing. EU did nothing. Nobody did anything. All they heard was nothing more than a bunch of lip service. Well, now we're faced with this problem today. He will not let Ukraine go for one reason only, and that's black gold. Putin wants to be the powerhouse of the world. He wants to control all energy. And nobody's really paying attention to this. It's kind of like, well, that's not true, or that's this, or it's that, or we're not sure, and you know, well, we need to just have peace talks with. Stop this. This is not his first rodeo. He's threatened the world. And what do? Nothing. This is the first time he's threatened the world. And nobody did nothing. Now here we are again. Now we got all these excuses. Well, he's not mentally fit, or it's this, or he doesn't seem like it was 5 or 6 years ago, or whatever it may be. You know, stop all that bullshit. Forget the language. Stop all that BS. The real truth of the matter is, you did nothing. None of you. And it's the truth. Complete truth. He's murdering innocent women and children. He stormed this country. And the excuses are, we can't get involved because he's not a NATO member. He signed a treaty, a non-proliferation treaty with you people and the United States. He gave up his ability to defend themselves. He could have used that weaponry just to threaten them to keep them off their territory. But he didn't do that. He listened to NATO, the EU, the United States, and NATO. Now look what we got today. They're fighting for their lives. Always, they're fierce fighters. Yes, they're doing that. And I got that. But you can send them all the weaponry you want. You can send them all the javelins you want. It's not enough without the manpower to do it. Logistic-wise, they don't have the people. It's only a matter of time before he sends a full force in there, and they're not going to be stoppable. He's saying his strongest military for the last is his strongest military is more ruthless. He doesn't care about war crimes because you're not going to do anything. He doesn't care about what you can have all the meetings in the world. You can condemn him. You can do anything on it. Unless you send strong sanctions, it ain't going to do anything. They don't have time to wait for sanctions to work neither. You need to cut him off all of his oil, all of his banks, everything. Flatten him out. But this country won't do it. Oh, we put some sanctions on him, but it may hurt him a little bit, but it doesn't stop him. He only knows one type of thing, and that's force. You apply force with force. That's how he responds. He's completing genocide. He don't care about the people. He'll wipe the whole nation out, level it down to dust, as long as he can hold that country and its valuable resources under it. He's stealing from the people. He's trying to control the world. He's threatening the world. He can't use a nuclear weapon because there's certain protocols he has to follow. So is the United States, and so is the European Union. They just can't. They can't just launch a nuclear weapon. These doomsday machines are there, but there's a point to that. He wants this country for himself. He wants the wealth. He wants the slaves and all those who don't obey. You think those Ukrainians are going back to their same buildings? No way. No way. This is the old Soviet Union. You can disguise this one. You can twist this around. You can do anything you want to believe in it. Oh, we gotta have more meetings. We have 100 League nations all condemn him. You think he really cares? You may cut his bank account a little bit, and Canada totally cut him off, but the United States won't. And I wonder why. But I have a possibility why, but I'm not going to say it for sure. I can only speculate, though. But I'm not going that right now. But I'll say this. Talk's cheap. Lots of lip service. Blood flows. That's what's happening. You can talk, talk, talk. And they're losing more ground every day. More people are dying. The time for talk ends. Action speaks louder than words. Put a price tag on his head for $40 or $50 million. Somebody will shoot him. Or use the world courts and drag him in there. But you have to physically grab him. Like you did Saddam Hussein, like everybody else. I don't do any other country. You would have done this, but not him. Or you're going to wait till all this settles over? It's going to be business as usual? We're all going to be kumbaya? Or you're really going to get tough? Murder is what this is. On a scale unprecedented. This isn't Hitler. This isn't Stalin. This man is a murderer. Vladimir Putin is a murderer. Bring him to justice. Or stop talking, forget about it, close your doors, and go about your business, and let this thing fall. The time for talk stops. Action speaks louder than words. They need more than just weapons. You could have sent a Union peacekeeping force in there and stopped all this, but you didn't do it. It would never happen if you had a peacekeeping force in there. They would never cross that line. Keep an eye on your country, your friends and family. Don't be afraid to defend yourself. If you like this video, please share it with many others. It's grim time for them. But it's up for you people to stand up to the plate now. They need more than just weapons. They need raw materials. They need bandages, food, water, everything. Do something besides talk.